Hey, how you doing? I'm the roving reporter.
There you go. There's
yeah.
around, I think.
Yeah. I'm sure I will see some professionals before this is over. I'm an amateur. But
I do have a color.
Tell me, have you found a sign that suits you?
I could not get the software to work.
A sign that suits me would just say, does this have to be clean?
Yeah, unfortunately it does.
Yes, I have. I usually have one at my normal picket, but they're all good. I will, well, I'm not a student, so I don't get that one. I'll leave it for a student if they want one. So, let's go with honk in support of faculty. How about that?
There we go. Honk in support of faculty.
Here, Chris.
Oh, look at that.
You worked really hard.
Priya's got her own sign there. Let's have a look at it.
She don't want to wear it, though.
Well, she worked hard, though.
Future student. There we go. Which programs will be left? That's a good question.
I was a little unsure what to tell her, what programs she'll be able to take in 10 years' time.
Exactly.
It's a double one.
My youngest sister.
All right, let's get this thing started. Thank you. Thanks so much for coming out on a beautiful PEI March. Beautiful day. It's a beautiful day for organized labor. I see so many people from labor organizations across the province. It's so great to have you here. It's so great to have your support. I forgot to mention, my name is Mike Arfken. I'm the president of the UPEI Faculty Association. And you may have heard that we are on strike.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Are we done?
It has been an amazing week. We have had so much support. So many people have showed up. We've seen members of the community, our students, FA members, members of labor organizations, all over the place. It has been an incredible week. So thank you so much for being there for us. You're going to hear me saying this a lot. This is a moment for organized labor on this province. And we need to be together on this. We need to support one another. Because if we don't, the rights that we have, the few rights that we have, are going to be taken away. And we've seen what happens when people can't strike. We've seen what happens to their working conditions when they can't stand up and do something about it. And we have to push against that together. Together. We have support. We have people here from across the country supporting us. We have people from Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, New Brunswick. In just a few moments, I'm going to ask them to say a few words about what solidarity means and why they're here. But I want to, at this point, pass it over to our chief negotiator to say a few words.
Hi everybody. I'm Margot Rejskind. I am the lead negotiator for the UPEI Faculty Association, and I just want to say how proud I am to have been at the table on behalf of this incredible group of people. Looking out at you today, and to know that you have our back at the bargaining table is so important. Thank you. We've been at this for almost a year, my friends. And I haven't even been there the whole time. All this time, for the first 10 months, what they said to us is, you don't know what your members want. You don't know that their workloads are bad. We're telling you their workloads aren't a problem. I know. You don't know that your sessionals want better pay. We don't think that's a problem. They've said that at the table. Your researchers don't want any more supports. We don't think that's a problem. These are things they've said to us. The moment we had a strike mandate, we went back to the table and we said, now are you willing to deal? And they said, actually, we don't want to be at the table anymore. So that is your strength, and how we're going to get them back to the table, to get them to give us what we need to keep this institution strong, to keep UPEI working the way that we know that it can and the way that we know our students need it to work. Is going to be to do what you are doing right now, standing up together, waving our signs, waving our flags, and making it clear to the province and to administration, it is time to get yourselves back to the table.
I'd like to invite a few of our colleagues up who are visiting us from across Canada. So Brenda, if you wouldn't mind stepping up.
It's a beautiful, beautiful day to stand up for self-respect, isn't it? It's a beautiful day to stand up for quality post-secondary education, isn't it?
Hell yeah!
Your lines today were lovely. That giant rally was lovely. But as many people who showed up today, there were thousands more watching you. I bring greetings from 72,000 academic staff workers across the country, members of CAUT, who stand with you even though you can't see them. But their messages are on your board at strike headquarters. Their solidarity tweets are showered across Twitter. Their messages of support fill the airwaves. You can feel the solidarity. Solidarity means recognizing when our fellow academic staff workers are disrespected, are paid less for the exact same work, who are denied equity, workplace rights, basic decency. And it means recognizing that we share a concern for our students, whose future this is about. Right. And it's a beautiful day to stand in snow, wrapped in the solidarity of your fellow workers from coast to coast to coast, isn't it? So in a nanosecond, I'll turn this over back to Mike. I am so happy to be here with many fellow picketers, the drivers, the flyers. We lost a few along the way to cancellations, but they immediately took up residence on their phones and started retweeting and sending those messages. So enjoy the warmth of the picket line. And as your chief negotiator just said, the real struggle is in every single step you take on that line. It's the strength to maintain the courage of that picket line. Walking, joking, sharing, laughing. That's where solidarity lives. That's where it gets its strength. We walk together. So, it's a beautiful day.
Hi, I'm Gord Zello. I'm bringing you greetings from the University of Saskatchewan. And our faculty association, as well as our other unionized members and organizations. We have 9 unions on our campus, and they're all going through a lot with what you've gone through, what your other unions are going through right now. And I've seen this and the last 2 years, and there's definitely a movement, an important movement to change the way universities are being run by administrations that don't understand what a university is about and who runs the university. We do. And that's the most important thing. So I'm fully supportive of this. We all are. Our contract ends in 3 months, and I hope not to see you there on a picket line, but I do hope to see you in beautiful Saskatoon at some point. As was mentioned by Brenda, it's unfortunate that we're only a small group of flying pickets because, again, I will say this, because of corporate Air Canada, not their unionized workers, but the corporation that just won't get us where we want to be. And we want to be here with you. And so in spirit, like Brenda said, there's many more of us here. Hopefully we won't have to be here next week. But if we do need to be here, we will be here. And that's in heart, in spirit, and hopefully in person. Thank you. Stay strong. Solidarity.
Hello, hi everyone.
Hi.
Yes. Hello. Okay. Yes. Well, I am Hassan Qudrat-Ullah. I am from York University in Toronto. Really, I am here for a reason. I will give you a special prize if anyone can guess what is my reason to be here. Nope.
Lobster.
Nope. Okay. My reason here is just one reason. I am here for Canada. Because do not underestimate your struggle on picket line. You are not doing it for yourself at all. You are doing for the future of Canada. For the future of Canada. For the future of Canada. And last thing, I have a good news for you. What is good news? Good news for you. You have to say it after me. We will win! 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 God bless all of you! We will be with you right here all the time! Day and night! If we are not here, our heart will be with you day and night until you get what? A fair deal. And I hope they give you a better deal. And as I said, just hold on. We will win! We will win!
We will win!
Okay, that's a tough act to follow. Yeah. Come on. You set the bar pretty high. Hi, everyone. As soon as I know you're going to engage, let's do this. Yeah. My name's Kathleen Zinn. I'm from Laurentian University Faculty Association. And And I think we've seen with the Laurentian situation what can happen sometimes.
Yeah.
And so I'm so proud to be here today, and I'm telling you, the second I flew in, there's just a vibe. Everybody, it was just this place. You guys are glowing, and the energy is so high. It's wonderful. Everybody's been, I want to move here. We'll see how this turns out. I'll submit an application. Yeah. I'm telling you, what a wonderful experience. Unfortunately, we're here because of a strike, but I'm so happy, so proud to be here. It's just wonderful, and if we can help in any way, we're here today. Yes, some people will be here next week. Hopefully, you'll resolve it before then. But if you're not, then we will be here. And our colleagues have said other things, saying that we'll be here. We're here for you, and we absolutely are. So thank you for the opportunity to come and help you, and to be here and to support you. And thank you for everything that we're doing this week.
Larry, did you have something for us?
Hey, we're fine. Hey, okay. Open sure. So, greetings, folks. I am your treasurer. I'm responsible for your strike pay. And one of the key reasons we have great strike pay is because of a wonderful organization known as the CUPE Defense Fund, which is a national organization specifically to make sure academics have the resources to get a good deal for their university. In addition, I'm also treasurer of the CUPE Defense Fund, and one of the things that we do is we make sure that you have the resources beyond just strike pay. You may have heard that our university has hired union-busting lawyers from Halifax, which cost a lot of money. But we're going to counter that because, in addition, the CUPE Defense Fund will back up our union with resources in the amount of
It's a big check.
So let's just see them try to outspend us now. We got the resources.
It's not an actual check. It's a novelty check. It's really big. But you get it. Okay. Carl from the UPEI Federation of Labor is here to say a few words.
Okay, thanks for having me here today. I'm glad to be here, and I'd like to thank everyone for the great turnout that we have here today as well, and for the show of support to the Faculty Association and what the struggle they're going through. And on behalf of the 15,000 members, we stand in solidarity with your struggle. And I would like to thank the strike committee and all the picketers for the great work and the great show that you're doing and putting on, and you're being noticed, and hopefully we can get a settlement on this soon. A settlement could have been reached here long ago if the university had chosen. But instead they chose a path of tactics they could use to drag and delay negotiations. This is not fair. This is not fair. With the cost of living here on the island, and now inflation, which is the highest in the country, we need to be compensated fairly in order to retain qualified educators in our educational system. Your other demand to make the educational system better
for Islanders also needs to be acted on as well. So we wish you all the best and hope that the university wants to end this soon with a fair deal for all its workers. Solidarity.
There is Michelle. Michelle was going to say a few words. There we go. There we go.
Oh my God, it's the leader of the NDP!
Sorry, it's not just Michelle, she is also the leader of the NDP party.
And I have to admit, I am no stranger to a bullhorn, let me tell you. I see some of my PSAC brothers and sisters. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, I've definitely walked a lot of strike lines, and one thing I can tell you, it is extremely motivating to see so many people out together supporting one another. That's exactly what union brothers and sisters and members do, and it's just awesome to see. So awesome. So I'm here to tell you that as a party, the NDP will unequivocally support workers' rights to strike. Absolutely. Yep. We will not, and I repeat, we will not legislate anybody back to work, ever. The right to strike is a fundamental workers' right under our Constitution. It is. Time and time again, when different jurisdictions decide to put their workers back to work, it's consistently shot down in the courts. So we will not let it happen here. And I also see a few of our candidates in the audience here too. Larry Hale actually is one. He's running in District 16 in Cornwall. And right beside him is District 17. We have Douglas Dahn as well. Nice to see you here too. Awesome. Every single New Democrat in this election is fighting for all of you as workers. Whether you're a faculty member, a healthcare worker, a teacher, an admin, the list goes on. Workers' rights is a belief that's at our core, absolutely. We believe that when two sides can get together face to face to discuss the issues, the real negotiations can and do happen at the table. That is essential, face to face. We must stop the privatization of our healthcare system. We must make sure that everyone is lifted up. For those who are struggling to make ends meet, we must be able to find appropriate housing that is affordable and accessible for everyone, and we must tackle the serious climate crisis head on. Thank you. In this election, you have an opportunity to send a message to the King government and the other parties. Vote NDP is a vote for workers on PEI. There are 27 candidates right across PEI. Feel free to exercise your vote and vote NDP for workers. Thank you.
I want to single out the NDP and Green parties because they are the only provincial parties that have committed to not legislate us back to work. And that's a big deal. The more that back to work legislation is on the horizon, the less likely the employer is going to come to the negotiations table and it's going to drag things out. That's not good for anybody. Karla from the Green Party, are you available?
Oh my gosh, you got this? Just pull the trigger.
We can get you one for the office.
Hello?
If you want.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. So I'm Karla Bernard, and this is Janice Harper, full-time candidates for the Greens. And I see Nick LeClaire here in the audience as well. And
what an impressive crowd here today. We stopped by the line. We stopped by the lines the other day, and it was just impressive to see spirit so high and so much honking as people were driving by. You have so much support, and as was already mentioned, and I guess I'll say it again, to not legislate you back to work. This is your right, and rights for workers have been far too long overlooked. I mean, if we look at all of the issues that workers are facing right now, it's about time we started respecting workers, because all we've kind of respected is the bigger corporation and forgetting that the people who work for these bigger corporations and institutions are people. So, and with everything that's been going on in the world, I think that we can all agree that education has never been so important. Education is the one place. I'm a former teacher and counselor, so I understand how important education is and how valued we should, how much we should value the people who do this work. The other thing I was going to say, with everything happening in the world right now, we've kind of forgotten the fact that the one place that we can affect the future in a positive way is education. And so any way we can support people who are in this role, we should be doing. I just also wanted to say we're out walking in the cold every day for a month, so we get it.
Jerry, did you want to say something? Where'd he go? Oh, okay. I want to tell you about an event. The Student Support for the Faculty Association is holding a concert tonight at St. James Presbyterian on 35 Fitzroy. It's at 7:30. So if you're interested, it'd be great to have you out there. I want to share something that's been personally moving for me over the last week. I've been the chief grievance officer, or grievance officer for the Faculty Association for 8 years, and throughout that time, in a very difficult time, through COVID, through all that, I've met with many of you individually for you to share your trauma and share the things that you've dealt with, and it's always a hard thing, but to see people on the line for the first time with one another, sharing their stories and realizing that it's not just them, that the things that were impacting them are affecting everyone at the university. To see you sharing your stories and coming together, it's overwhelming for me, and I'm so proud to be representing you and to be fighting together with you to save this institution, to save the future of post-secondary education on this island and across the country. So, thank you so much. So yeah, that's what I got. Huh? Say what? IPW. IPW, or Jenny, I asked him to come up.
Union members over
here. IPW, yeah, IPW's here. IPW's in the house. And what did they do? What did they do just recently? They said no to a bad deal. So we're hoping to see you folks on the line soon, because I don't think they can run a university without professors and maintenance workers and custodial staff. Like, come on. We can do this. We can do this together. Absolutely. What else? What else we got? Does anyone else want to say anything?
Forever.
What?
Solidarity forever.
Solidarity forever. Are we? I have to sing that?
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
Something else I want to say. You may not have known this. We have an election going on right now. It makes a big difference. A lot of the issues that we're seeing right now is the lack of funding for post-secondary education. They're making students bear the brunt of it through their tuition and then holding them hostage to that, to improvements to their education. We can't turn this into a private institution. This is a public institution. UPEI belongs to all of us. All of us. So again, I guess I had a little more. Does anyone want to share experiences from the line? Anything that you want to share about what you've seen over the last week and what it's meant to you? Good sandwiches. Good sandwiches. Good sandwiches.
Yep. Hi everybody. What a beautiful day it is. And I don't think anybody expected so many people to show up on such a messy day, but here we are, and we're many, and we're strong, and I'm not involved in UPEI at all. I'm not a teacher, I'm not a student, I work at a different company, but I've been last week on 4 to 5 days out on the picket line with you guys in full solidarity and support. A strong union is so important to every worker in every sector, and I hope that you guys strike and this amazing outcome of people here will ignite the spark for other people in PI to maybe think about unionizing and get the courage to do so. Thank you so much. Full solidarity and support.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. Absolutely.
So I'm not faculty, I'm a student. And I just want to say I respect you guys very much for standing up for what you believe is right. I believe it's right. Everyone deserves proper working conditions, proper pay, benefits, especially with all the healthcare stuff going on. And I just want to say, I might not speak for all the students, but I speak for probably a lot of them. I love you guys. I wish you the best luck, and do not come back until you get your fair deal.
The students have been incredible. They've been on our line, they've been coming to headquarters, they're organizing benefits. They know what quality education looks like, and they know that that's not what they have right now. We're not going to let you down. We are not going to let you down. Anyone else? Oh, the banana! The banana!
I feel like an idiot standing up here dressed like a banana. Even Ann said I didn't have to wear it, but I felt I needed to do it in the spirit of what we've all been through this week. I have to say, this is my 3rd strike since I was a grad student, so I'm a bit of a pro. Oops, sorry. But I just want to thank you for how wonderful you've been. I have a crew of about 16 people from all across the campus that have been helping and pouring so many hot chocolates. My God, you're obsessed with hot chocolate. And tea, yes, some tea drinkers. Yes, we have some Maritimers here. But I just want to say, it really, really means the world to us when we drive up and you smile and you wave. And today, Stephen had the thank you with the heart, and we just about lost it. And I know how hard this is. My husband's been a sessional for 25 years, so I know just how bad UPEI has been screwing people over. And I think we need to remember that we're on the right side. And it's really hard. You know, I've talked to administrators who've said to me, well, you know, you guys just have these crazy ass ideas. If you just didn't have those, you'd have an agreement like CUPE. And it's like, you know what? We're not going to bargain by email, you idiot. So I just want to thank you. We are going to be there for you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, as long as it takes. And we're going to have good food and hot drinks and great tunes and some dancing as well. So I hope everybody gets a good rest, gets really warmed up this weekend so you can be even stronger, because as long as we stay strong and we show them that we're not going to bend, they will eventually get it through their thick heads that they need to talk to us and come up with a good deal. So thanks, everybody. That's the last speech of
Dahn, our former chief negotiator and current NDP candidate.
Okay, you've already heard from Michelle Neill, so I won't give the NDP message again, but I am going to give the message from a retired faculty member. I've been talking to some of the other retirees. We're with you. And my experience in 2006 as the lead negotiator then was that things were pretty rough at the negotiating table. But once we had the support of a strong strike, once you guys were out on the picket line, that's what gave us the power to move things ahead and get a good deal. We won then. You're gonna win again.
Anyone else? Does anyone else want to share stories from the line? Yes, Barry.
All right, as many of you on Team 10 will know, we have been out there walking for 5 days now, and I look forward to the next week of walking on the line, and we need to show them that we are strong at 8 a.m. We need to show them that we are strong at 10 a.m., that we are strong at noon, that we are strong at 2 p.m., and that we are strong at 4 p.m. And so for everyone who's out there walking on the line, walking back and forth in unison or in scraggly lines, we're showing them. We are showing them that we are out there, that we're doing the work, and that we're going to keep showing up in awful weather like today and in good weather. And so let's hope for some good weather. So thank you everyone who's walking with all the team captains, and especially to Team 10. And we'll see you all next week.
What do you think, Jimmy? Yeah, I called you out. I gotta say, academics walking the line is kind of interesting. They're writing papers in their head. They're doing like little experiments to see like, what does this car do? Like, you guys are interesting folks.
So unlike you academics, I'm a knuckle-dragging millwright. I've got nothing prepared. Just got in from Toronto last night, and I read the email before I left Toronto. I understood that I had to be here because it was the right thing to do. I'm the business manager for IBEW Local 1928, and we stand in support of the Faculty Association. We stand in support of labor, and collectively we will win.
Yes.
Divided we will fall. So let's do it together, and let's send them a clear message. I can tell you, I've been involved in well over 60 negotiations, and this was my worst negotiation with the University PEI. I believe prior to filing for conciliation, I don't know that we had 4 complete days of negotiations. It was deplorable. It was a terrible experience, and if the Faculty Association or CUPE dealt with the same, well, we know why you're here today. What else? What else should I say? We're in the process right now, conciliations. We broke off, and we likely could be on the street joining you.
but unfortunately the conciliator, our conciliator is off until April 11th and he can't file his report. The final offer, the last offer that was presented to IBEW Local 1928 members was rejected by about 93%. They said the TBI, and there's some young folks here, so I gotta be careful, but I think they said shove it up your ass. So 1928 is here to support. We're not that far away, just across the bridge in a few hundred kilometers. And I wish you all the best in your fight for a fair collective agreement.
And the FA will support 1928. Yes.
Well, thank you all very much. Thank you all for coming out.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Yeah, Ashley. Let's do this.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who is here. I saw that the university very proudly announced today that CUPE has settled a deal. And I want to tell you that the only reason that we ratified our agreement is because we got the things that you're looking for. We wanted protections for our precarious workers, and we got that kind of language. We were offered the same kinds of thing that IBEW were offered in terms of their ridiculous concessions, and we said no to them. We would not be in this position without the solidarity, and I don't doubt for 2 seconds that the timing of their announcement wasn't in terms of undermining this very rally. So I want to let everyone here know that CUPE 1870 is 100% in solidarity with the Faculty Association and all of your members, and IBEW and all of your crew as well. We are UPEI together. We are supporting of each other, and we will be on that line with you every single day. Solidarity, everybody.
All right, I'm going to say, what do you want? You say, fair deal. And I'm going to say, when do you want it? And I'd prefer if you said now. What do you want?
Fair deal.
When do you want it?
Now.
What do you want?
Fair deal.
When do you want it?
Now.
What do you want?
Fair deal.
When do you want it?
Now.
All right, say it loud enough so you can bring him back from vacation. The chief negotiator from vacation. Come on. Say it loud. What do you want?
Fair deal.
When do you want it?
Now.
What do you want?
Fair deal.
When do you want it?
Now.
What do you want?
Fair deal.
When do you want it?
Now.
All right, I don't think I can talk again without a megaphone. This is extraordinary. We're going to be out here every Friday doing this until we get a fair deal. We're going to have people from across the country joining us every Friday until we get a fair deal. We're going to have organized labor in this province joining us right here until we get a fair deal. Let's do this. Let's do this. Solidarity. Thanks so much for being here. If you could leave your signs right here so we can collect them. I mean, you can take it with you. You can have it if you want. But if you need to put it somewhere, this would be the place to put it. And thanks so much for being here. Solidarity.